Hi everybody, it's Pam from Just Keep Stitching, and we're at Houston Wood State Park for a Stitch Away. We got here yesterday afternoon, and we have had a ball, and it's just begun. Now, most everybody will get here on Friday and Saturday, but people have trickled in. They're the early birds like Steph and I. And we're all set up. We've been stitching like a boss and having the best time. I'm going to try to turn the camera around and give you an overview of what the room looks like. I'm not really good at this, so we'll see what happens. FYI, Steph's still in bed. Okay, like I said, I'm not real good at this, so I'm going to narrate and point the camera away from my beautiful face. But this is the swap table, and everybody just brings stuff that they want to swap with other stitchers. And like I said, this is only day 2, and look at all the goodies that everybody's contributed. This is an overview of the room. It's still kind of decorated for Christmas, and Barbara is expecting 110 people. Walk you over to these posters that Barbara put together. Like I told you in the last video, she always has a theme, and because of 20 years of keepsakes, that's the theme for this year. A toast to 20 years. Some old pictures of keepsakes when the family first started the business. This is our stage where we'll be doing our show and tell on Saturday evening. And just real fun to look at Barbara's origin story in pictures. This is a gathering of the folks who came up yesterday afternoon. And everybody's brought their lights. Actually, the state park replaced their chairs, and so we did not have to bring our camp chairs in from the car, because these chairs are just fine on the tush. Welcome to Stitch Away. Look at all the people. It's good stuff, isn't it?
I know some of these are trade show. Yeah, these are 26. 26, 27, something like that. Yeah, just give me an idea. I'm just trying to hands on. 104. 11. That has wool and fun stuff in it. The littles are $14.50. All the littles are $14.50, and animal weight, flower and bee, $14.50. Because it has buttons and stuff. Yeah, sure. I'm pushing it. I'm just certainly. Do you know there's 100 beads in there? I'm just telling you. $14.50.
I see that. They got them on wrong over here too. That would be good. They're all going different directions.
Oh, really?
One's going down the side and going different directions than the one's top and bottom. And I'm not a professional.
That's funny.
I'm surprised you didn't pick up on $14.50. Oh, I did want to ask a question.
Yes.
This calls for 30 pounds. How much bigger would it be if I did 20?
Not much. Not much. Maybe a half an inch.
Okay,
Not much.
I do better stitching on 28 than I do
Sure.
30.
Not a lot. Not a lot of difference.
Is that something I do for myself, but I don't want it huge?
Right.
Okay. Well, then that's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and take it.
You ready to go?
Yes, I am.
Ready to
Yeah, I'm ready to fight the bull.
Okay.
Their hips.
Okay. And I'm not
Hip
faulting
weakness is
Susan.
probably like the number one thing.
Yeah, no. I got you.
Yay,
Well, it's Friday afternoon at Stitch Away, and the snow is falling. But we are cozy with our stitching. And this is where in about 15 minutes they're going to have the newcomers tea. And it's so pretty here. All decorated. Steph will be part of this group because she's never been to Stitch Away before. There's our friend Sue Hillis. And I'll come in and shoot some video after everybody's sat down. Having a great time. You wish you were here.
And what did you tell those people? I was going to go away and I'm going to go stitch with 100 people, and they're like, what are you talking about? Isn't that the craziest thing? Okay, so because there's...
Look what I found!
Aww,
It's
honey.
the Joe!
Hi, honey.
It's the Joe!
Let me get a cup of tea, Lovey.
It's the Joe!
Hi, Carly. Yeah. So,
It's the Joe.
for those of you who don't know, this man I just guessed, he is not a maintenance man and used to was. This will be my husband. This will be my husband of 20, almost 25 years, Joe. So, so there's a chair right next to Sue. You can sit right next to Sue. So, because there's 31 of you newcomers, and we usually have just 6 or 8, we're not going to have time for what I usually like to do, which is I'm going to tell my story, and I would usually have you tell your story. But if we did that, we're going to miss dinner. Okay? But we're going to do some short versions of those stories, and I'm going to just tell you my quick story so you understand how all this came about. How does that sound? Sound good? So my background is, I grew up and my father had Ben Franklin stores. Who knows what a Ben Franklin store is? Okay, so my father, when I was a child, had Ben Franklin stores, and they were what they called 5 and dime stores. When I was a kid, you could go there and you could get, and I'm not kidding you because this is how I lived, you could get squeegees. Does anybody know what a squeegee is? You could get baby clothes, you could get fabric, you could get diapers, you could get baby chicks, colored blue, or pink, or yellow during Easter season, okay? So this is my background. I came out of, my great-grandfather had a wholesale notions business that he would deliver to his customers, horse and buggy. Those are the pictures that are in the shop. I have pictures of my great-grandfather and my great-uncle who did that very business. So it is in my blood to be in business. So what happened is, as Ben Franklin business started to decline because Walmart came into the world, who was Sam Walton owned Ben Franklin's before he became Walmart. Do you know that? No. So he was a Ben Franklin owner, and he had visions that Ben Franklin corporate didn't understand, and he went off and he created Walmart. So he was originally a Ben Franklin owner, but then, so what he started to do is go into the small towns where the Ben Franklins were, and Ben Franklin started to close. So my father decided that we needed to expand some other things. So I was in high school and we started to do crafts. Get crafts, you know, chenille stems, pom-poms, wooden spools, you know what I'm saying? Those kinds of crafts. So we started to do that sort of thing. So the craft business began to grow, and that was when I was in high school. So I went off to college and I majored in business, and then I decided I wanted to be with my dad full time, and that was what I was going to do with the rest of my life. I intended to run the Ben Franklin store and go off into the distance, and that's what I was going to do. I was going to be home and be with my dad, and that was how life was going to be. We were going to run Ben Franklin forever. And that didn't happen because after I came home from school, Michaels came to town. And we decided that, you know, once Michaels came to town and they set 7 stores in the Cincinnati tri-state area, there was no way they could compete with that business. So what happened is in like 1997, my mother ended up getting Parkinson's disease. And so as my mother started to decline, my father said, I need to be done and I need to care for your mother. So as that was happening, Joe and I were thinking, well, what are we going to do with ourselves? Because I really wanted to keep the business going. And I'm not sure how that's going to look, but what do you think? So because he'd already been in my world at that point for a number of years, and we decided, yeah, we can kind of do this, we started looking for a place to take the things that were the best part of our business, which was picture framing and wedding floral and not cross stitch. And gifts. So when we decided to venture out on our own, we bought the building that we're in, which will be 100 years old next year. So I mean, that building will be 100 years old next year. But So we decided that we were going to do this together. So because Joe is a woodworker by trade, he decided that we could do this together, and he's going to be the picture framer. We can and we're going to make this happen. So then what happened is he was still working a corporate job, and about a year into the business, we collectively decided we either had to jump off the cliff and do it together, or we couldn't keep it going. So he quit his corporate job, much to my mother's chagrin, because we had no insurance and we had 2 small children when we opened Keepsakes. Have you looked at the boards on the stage in the stitch room? So we had 2 small children at that time, very small children. Michaela was 2 and a half, and Brendan was like 11 months. And we went on Cobra, right? And we took the leap, and we decided we were going to be a team in what we were going to do. So what happened with Keepsakes is we were very lucky that we had customers who came from Ben Franklin, who supported us initially for picture framing and some of the crafts of the floral. And then as that started to change, the only reason that we have cross stitch is because it is my hobby. The thread room, for those of you who have been in our shop, for those of you who have not, there's a room upstairs in the shop that's the thread room. Now, but the only cross stitch we had was cross stitch that came from Ben Franklin at that point, and it was in that room. The other rooms were where the babies were sleeping and playing and doing whatever. But the one room upstairs where the thread is where we had cross stitch, and it truly was DNC, Leisure Arts. That was it. I didn't know anything really about specialty cross stitch. So really, but what happened with the cross stitch is I built the cross stitch the same way that my father helped, and we built the craft business. So if someone came in, if Claire came into our business and said, I want a red pom-pom 8mm, we would bring in every size of pom-pom that was 8mm. That is how we built the craft business. So that was the same philosophy that I used to build the cross stitch. Someone would come in and say, I want Gentle Art Flossing. I'll find that for you. I didn't know what they were talking about. So that's how the business came about. It was because it was my hobby, not because I ever intended to have a cross stitch. So it was never in my thoughts that I would end up in a cross stitch store that we could bring these amazing women together and would stitch. I mean, in your wildest dreams, you could never have imagined what's happening. So as the business started to grow and I started to see what was happening, it really ended up, the entire business just converted over to cross stitch and picture framing. So that's kind of our backstory. Then we ended up having another child, so we have our 3 children that we truly is a family business. So Michaela created the logo on the little wine glass that you received in your welcome bag. And Brennan, our middle son, created the trivia, who started on the trivia that you got in your bag. Did anybody start on the trivia yet? In your welcome bag? Yes. So there's, and then our son Isaac created, was involved in the project that you get on Sunday morning, so I'm not going to tell you what that is. But it truly is a family business. Our kids are involved in what we do. So eventually what happened is Joe quit his corporate job. We jumped off the cliff. We're doing it together. And we've been doing it for 20 years. So it's a pretty cool story because it wasn't anything what I thought it was going to be. But here we are, we're gathered with 100 women, 113 women to be specific, coming together to do an art. I mean, what a celebration. Is that not the best thing that you could ever imagine? Come on, people, is that not the best thing? So, that's my backstory. It's condensed here. We have a lot of folks here. What we're going to do next is we're going to go around each table. You're going to tell us your name, where you're from, and like 10 words or 20 words about how you know about keepsakes and stitching. Okay? That's our goal. Oh, yeah, okay, okay. So you can go back to stitch. Okay. We're gonna do something different.
That scared the shit out of me. I went upstairs to change from my pajama pants into sweatpants so I'd be a little warmer. And it was like, took my pajama pants off, pull my sweatpants out, and look up, and Santa's sitting right there.
I said to Pam, I have this thing in my stash I've been wanting to do for a really long time, and it's the Mother's Tree, no surprise. I'm gonna give it away for a second. It's the Mother's Tree, and I said, could we do this together? Can we do it as a stitch along? Pam says, of course.
I had it in my stash for quite a while, and when I'm not stitching, I work on my genealogy. So I said, you know, Barbara, you're a one project at a time person. How boring. And I'm not. But I said, there's this software out there, and let me buy it, and let me fool around with it, and maybe I can chart your names. And I got with Sue Bradford, who used the software before. We had a little tutorial at her house. I was off and running, and we did a little bit of research on your family because we got you one generation more back. So her first lady, her first mother in the list is in the 1700s. Mine is as well. So we both have 8 generations down to our daughters. Barbara said, we'll leave extra fabric at the bottom for future generations. On the event that either Michaela or Stephanie has a daughter, they can, you know, add another, or another, or another. We've kept the chart, we've kept the floss, we've got plans to put like an envelope on the back so that whoever picks it up will be able to have everything in the original colors to continue it. So Barbara gets going, of course, because she's one project at a time. I'm like, I gotta catch up, I gotta catch up. Well, back up just a second, because I did paste all the pages together of the scroll names using the software, and I rolled it up like a scroll and put a ribbon around it. Walked into the shop one day and I said, here are your names. So she said, that's totally awesome, and she got going. And she picked out her fabric and her fiber color, and I went kind of in a different direction that way. So they're both unique, they both fit in each other's houses, and they both came out really nice. Barbara goes antiquing, I do not. She found a frame at the antique mall, something like that, and fits perfectly. And about a month or 6 weeks ago, she texted me and she said she was reframing something for a customer, and the discarded frame was solid oak and would fit right in my house. So stop by and see what you think. I did, I went, that's it. And I think they're done.
But she hasn't seen it yet.
I compared.
And I've never had a show and tell. So here it comes.
Let me just say one thing. I lost my mom this year. It helped me get this stuff. progress on our videos, and sales of the lavender and lace Mother's Tree pattern have skyrocketed. I think I need to get in touch with Marilyn's daughter Nora and see if I can get a commission.
There you go. Yay. A project to do for Stitch Away. So Isaac had a job and he was not too pleased with me because you're going to make a 20th anniversary scissor fob. Oh! But it has 2 dimes for 20. Yay. But he had to drill 220 to make it and take it. So he was none too pleased with me.
Thank you.
Well, thank him on our behalf. That was cool.
So the scissor fob has the tree of life because I'm all about life. It has the 2 dimes which equal 20, and then it has a little just colored charm, whatever your favorite color is.
Beautiful.
So that's jewelry for your scissors.
Yay. That is cute.
So your kit
Don't stress me out.
Now you wait for just a second, so I'm just going to do this once, and then if you have a question, I have the models. Your kit includes the lobster claw, a big ring, split ring, a medium-sized split ring, and 2 baby split rings. So the 2 baby split rings go where you're supposed. On the 2 dimes. Right, good. Okay, stay with me. The medium one is going to hold your little charm and your 2 dimes, and then the big one is going to go onto the lobster claw, which is going to hold the tree light.
Oh, I love it.
Okay?
Detailed instructions.
Super. Oh, super. No mess.
Oh, yeah.
And your place box really has those color charms. So if anybody wants to see it before they get started.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you can take a picture if you want to get on the road. And for those of you who are traveling, please be safe. For those of you who came for the first time, I'm so glad you were here. Please come back next year. And just pass the word.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
The bob.